Hey, 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 we back at it with
What's
episode
up,
What's
two.
up?
What's up,
family?
y'all? Welcome back to the Culture Connection Podcast, episode 2. I'm C two times.
And I'm Quad.
Now KG, the man with the mic.
Come on, man, with the mic.
No, come on, KG. He was Khalil
How
last
about
time.
that? Hello. We
Spice it
got a
up a
little
little bit,
swaggy daddy on this day. Yeah, we got a little swaggy daddy on. You going on a hot date after this? I ain't mad. So, how do y'all feel? Like, we got our first episode out the way. We got a lot of great feedback other than these mics. They want us to be great.
Yeah, hey, listen, it is completely fine. I think the first podcast or the first episode was, it was a trial run. We see exactly what it was that we need to improve on. Some of the things, we can control. Some of the things were not in our control, but here we are with episode 2. So I'm looking forward to it.
Hello.
Amen.
Episode 2. Come on in. So, as I said, I'm C two times. I'm usually the girl that's going to come with the deep thoughts. And those are my brothers. And here we are.
Yeah.
So,
We are family. I got my sister and brother with me.
That's the
okay,
one.
remix.
I didn't do a remix.
Right.
I said, think.
But why was it short but shorty, though?
Yeah.
That's what I thought he did. I looked up too fast.
Chill. Shout out to them.
It's too early. It's too early, y'all. Focus. There's something in my eye. I'm so sorry, you guys.
Listen, that was me last episode. As soon as I sat down, my eye was like, nope, not going to be great.
Listen, not today. And I don't even got my glasses where I can fake it. No.
Yeah.
These lash extensions.
Yeah.
Okay, then.
Get it.
So I guess, how do y'all feel about the first episode? Like, what's your takeaway from the first episode? What's the recap? What we talk about?
Ooh, so much. Obviously, we took the time to introduce ourselves because that was the opportunity where people got to see us for who we were. Obviously, they know us from those who do know us. But then we were able to reach out to a whole different audience that they didn't know C2 times, they didn't know KG, they didn't know Quad. But I think now, we're starting to get a little fan base a little bit. So
right.
we
Shout out
keep
to
coming
y'all.
with content and
Shout out to y'all. Yeah, and I like the fact that even though we were streaming and having difficulties, they were so interactive on all platforms.
They were locked in for sure.
And it wasn't the same group of people. So the fact that Instagram, Facebook, everybody had different groups of people, even on our personal pages, everybody was locked in. So I appreciate that from y'all. Thank y'all. Spread the word, share us, subscribe. All right. So
look, I did a little heart in the thing. Oh, this dope.
Oh, it did it? Wait, I want to do it.
Yeah, I don't know if I can do it again.
I don't know how you did that though.
I don't know. Oh, there you go. Oh, yeah.
Oh, we love y'all. Thank you. That was right on time. We love y'all. Thank y'all.
We love y'all.
I guess Khalil.
I bet your mine will do it.
Please do it for Khalil.
Oh,
yeah.
Y'all better have it.
Hey. That's so exciting. So we are using this new streaming platform so we can come to y'all with the info, come to y'all with the videos, come to y'all with just this good content.
Yeah.
So today we're going to go straight into it. Y'all ready? Listen, put your thinking caps on. Khalil, get your pen and pad because we got some words, okay? All right, so we're going right into breaking free. I'm asking the Black mental health experience. And y'all know how I said last month was Men's Mental Health Awareness Month?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And so that's I told y'all, we're going to tackle into all that. Yeah, it was last month, but it's Black History Month, and y'all are Black History. Hello?
Right.
So first we're going to start with, I want to focus on the stigmas around mental health and the Black community because it's crucial for fostering a healthier environment. We all know that history shows systemic oppression, racism, and generational trauma, and have influenced the mental health status in the Black community. How y'all feel about that?
The most popular one is what pops into my mind. Basically, the stigma with it is with black men that can't show emotion.
Mm,
Like back in the day,
Yeah.
it was always a thing that the man had to be the strong soldier.
Mm-hmm.
You can't let, especially another man or either a female, see you at your most vulnerable or weakest points. But
Right.
I think that has a lot to do with today's society because with black men nowadays, they lack the love and affection that happened even from beyond them that they weren't able to reciprocate and then it to trickle down onto them. They do stupid stuff like sell drugs or gang bang and do all other, worldly things. So that one is what came to my head immediately.
hmm
And it's crazy
So,
that you say that. That's. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
oh, you're good. For me, I'm always one that I struggle with questions like that. For the simple
Mm-hmm.
fact, I'm always receiving like so much backlash with my opinion, and that's why it's my opinion. But I'm going to state it
Say
here. It's
with your
one of
chest,
those
bro.
things where when we think about racism and think about stereotypes, yes,
Mm-hmm.
personally, I've stereotyped all my
Me too.
life. I feel like, but when it comes to the racism, I personally, again, this is where the backlash comes. I personally have no emotions towards it because I've never experienced it. So
Right.
I can't necessarily have an emotion towards something I've never experienced. But then
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
people give me that backlash because they're like, oh, well, you still should have some type of emotion because this is what our ancestors went through. Again, that was the ancestors. Yes, I totally agree. I totally understand. I
Mm-hmm.
am, there for them mentally, but I can't really give that feedback if I've never gone through it myself. I've never been called the N word. I've never been given racial looks, if that's even a thing. But
Yeah.
at the end of the day, I want to stand firmly and stand 10 toes down and say, I personally don't have any emotions towards it. I've seen it, but it never has happened to me.
Right. And see, I kind of felt like that until it did happen to me. You get what I'm saying?
Hmm
And the
hmm
craziest part, it happened right by King's Dominion. Like, so me
Oh,
growing up on the
okay.
King's Dominion all the time, it was just like, that's King's Dominion. That's fun. Not knowing
Yeah.
the historical part of it. And so this was probably the year I moved back down here. And I went to the gas
hmm
station, and this older white guy walked right in front of me and stood right in front of
hmm
me and then put his money down. I quite nicely
hmm
grabbed his money and gave it back to him. Like, you don't see us standing here?
Right.
And so, that was his way of, like, girl, who the F are you type time.
Yeah.
But, and then when I went outside, him and the people he was riding with was like circling my car. And so I'm like,
Wow.
something like that has never happened to me. And it was thank God a black guy came into the store and he was like, you got a problem? Like, why
Yeah.
you, he stood up for me. And that tends to not happen in our community. Like, people would just mind their business. But no, he actually stood up for me, didn't know me from a campaign. So when I
hmm
drove off, they literally followed me and tried to drive me off the side of the road. I was getting right back on the highway. It was like one of those gas stations that was like right there. And
Yeah.
literally he tried to drive me off the road. So I almost
Gotcha.
missed the exit. And so I felt like that to a certain extent. But I think my take on this taps into like the cultural expectations and strength. Like, they expect us
hmm
to be
hmm
strong, that strong man and that strong woman archetype.
Yeah.
And that goes back to slavery, Jim Crow, like all of that was
hmm
used as a vulnerable point for us. A
hmm
vulnerable, you can add that to your list, a vulnerable point for us. And they use that to punish us.
Yeah.
Like, if we seem
Yeah.
strong, they was gonna break us down some more. So
hmm
it's crazy that y'all say that, because that stick to my points. And then it's
Yeah.
taken it to how did y'all see, or how does your family or people deal with the spiritual side versus therapy? Because I know, like, with in older generations, they thought it was okay just to pray it away. God gonna
hmm
fix it, and they sweep it under the rug like, oh, it's hush hush, like, oh no, this
Yeah.
person this and this person that. But instead of just giving them the help they need, like, God put therapists here to help us. You know, it's not just about medication. You got holistic therapies, you got meditation, you have yoga. It's
Yeah.
different types of therapy. So how did y'all grow up seeing, you know, dealing with that, or especially like within the church?
hmm So it was definitely, again, pray about it and let God do his thing. I don't
Right.
think personally I was introduced to therapy until 2023. Obviously, I knew about it,
Oh, you was
but
an adult.
yeah, I
Oh,
was an adult. So understanding, like, families go through things, families have their secrets. And that's something else that we need to talk about at some point. There are so
oh,
many
we are.
secrets. There are so many secrets that are kept, and I'm gonna go for it. There are so many secrets that are kept within Black families, and some people
Oh,
say, well, they're that in white families too. Yeah, I understand that, but again, thinking about the Black family standpoint,
mm-hmm.
I feel that the Black families, there are so many secrets that go on, and things like you said, they're swept under the rug and then they're revealed, but then they're revealed at a point where somebody has already gone on, someone has passed away, and then it's like, oh, well, Susie Mae, did you know that so and so was kin to them, and I saw them at the funeral, and
Yeah.
we got to stop that, y'all. We got to stop
Listen, you know, I know about that all too well. And sometimes what I've learned on how to deal with that is therapy taught me that you have to be okay with never receiving closure. The spiritual
Mm-hmm,
side told me to pray about it, but
mm-hmm.
the therapeutic side of it, it taught me to you have to really be okay with never receiving closure, because you know the truth. That
Yeah.
person knows the truth. And accountability goes a long way. But if they're never held accountable, or if they don't take accountability for their actions, you have to be okay within yourself to say, look, I forgive you, love you with a long handle spoon, but I'm protecting my peace and my family at all costs.
Yeah.
And that's how I
Yeah.
deal with it.
Yeah. Understood.
So and that's where it goes. It ties into representation in mental health professionals. The need for more Black therapists and mental health professionals who understand our cultural and societal pressures faced by the Black community is needed now more than ever. The presence
Mm-hmm.
of these professionals can help break stigmas and encourage individuals to seek help, but also changing access to resources. And some of those barriers in the past have prevented people from getting the help that they need. But
Mm-hmm.
thank goodness we have platforms like BetterHelp.com or TherapyForBlackGirls.com and
Mm-hmm.
BlackMenHeal.com. Good platforms. If you can't
Yeah.
access it physically, you can definitely get it digitally.
Yeah.
Well, I guess we can go into normalizing conversations with your
Yeah.
peers and your family members. And, you know, we live in the age of social media. So it's people like Taraji Henson, who started the
Mm-hmm.
Voice Henson Foundation, and that promotes mental health awareness in the Black community. Michelle Obama has spoken openly about dealing with her own experiences with low grade depression. I didn't know it was grades, but
Mm-hmm.
go ahead to our forever POTUS. And you got
Absolutely.
basketball players like DeMar DeRozan and Kevin Love who openly discuss the struggles with anxiety and depression, and
Mm-hmm.
so specifically in Black men. So
Mm-hmm.
that's a great thing. Like this social media age is really busting down the stigmas of
Yeah.
talking about it publicly.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I 100% agree.
All right, well that's it for me. I don't know where Khalil is, but it's on you with Rhythm Reels and Runway, my brother.
Let's go. So again, what's going on, squad? If you don't know, I'm Quad, and I'm coming to you with the segment Rhythm, Reels, and Runway. So this is a segment where we get a chance to focus on music, movies, and fashion. So we're going to jump straight into it. First off, the Grammys. Cherry, did you see the Grammys or?
You're gonna get me. I've been
Oh
on the
no.
Grammys. I am not a Grammy watcher.
Okay.
I don't watch award shows like I used to. Like
Okay.
they haven't been good to me since the '99 to the 2000s. So y'all lost me. Like I'll see the clips of it on like
Yeah.
social media. But I
Yeah.
mean, so I know I can relate. I mean, or we can go back and forth about what you're talking about because I've seen it on social media. But me actually sit
Uh-huh.
and watch the show,
Gotcha.
Like, did your mom tell you?
Oh no,
I
what?
had commented on one of her statuses, and baby, she wasn't even talking about her age. She was talking about the show.
Yeah.
So, you know, I
So
can't tell you
yeah,
how much I don't watch the show.
the Grammys for me, it was good, but like you said, it's not how it used to be. So again,
Right.
it occurred. All right, Khalil, you there?
I don't know what happened. Go ahead.
Okay,
Yeah. Okay,
hello.
we got you back.
We
So
back.
we're now on my segment, rhythms, reels, and runway. So we were just talking about the Grammys. Did you get a chance to watch it?
No.
No. Okay. So
Whatever I didn't see, I seen it on TikTok, Instagram.
See?
yeah.
It's not just
So
me. I
Sarah
don't
said
feel
the
bad
same
no
thing.
more.
So it was actually hosted. Trevor Noah hosted it for the I think fifth consecutive year, and something that
Mm-hmm.
was done differently, if you will. He actually took the time to highlight all of the catastrophic damage that was
Oh,
done
okay.
in LA with the fire. So he opened up with a segment. John Legend, Sheryl Crow, and Saint Vincent they performed, but then something that was like a nice touch. He then went ahead and alerted, the world and then the people who were actually live in the Grammys that they were going to do a relief fund for those who suffered through the fires. And
That's good.
one thing that they did was raise $120 million
That's good.
for the LA Relief Fund, and of that, 120 million, 9 million was actually raised the night of the Grammys, so that Sunday night.
That's
So
beautiful.
I again, the president and CEO, Mr. Harvey Mason Jr., that was like a
Mm-hmm.
nice touch for him to even add that a part of the program. And
Absolutely.
again, I'm sure it's going to make a huge difference to those that
And I
were involved.
pray the people affected, like the people that really need it, like the people, the little people like you and me, I hope those people
Hmm.
are the ones that's going to get some of that relief, especially considering how most of their insurances canceled their policies,
Yeah,
So
yeah,
I'm praying that those
yeah.
people
It's
get the relief they need.
right because a lot of the things that we saw on television, they really just highlighted like a bunch of celebrities. Like they highlighted those celebrities, but then I think about, like you said, those who are just the little people. There were a
Mm-hmm.
few individuals that they interviewed, like on CNN and CBS, but most of it was focused on the celebrities. And I'm like, we got to get past
Yeah.
that stigma of, okay, yes, California, that's where all the celebrities live. Oh,
Yeah.
more specifically, a lot of celebrities live in this city. So we got to get past that because there are people who, again, are not celebrities that live in LA. So let's
Absolutely.
just jump into the night. So a few of the top wins: Best Spoken Word Poetry Album, "The Heart, the Mind, and the Soul" by Tank and the Bangers. First of all, do y'all know who they are?
Listen, I love me some Tank and the
Oh
Bank.
my God, Khalil, you know
I've
who
been
Tank
on
and the
them since
Bangers
probably
are?
the pandemic.
He's looking like. So, if you do not know who Tank and the Bangers are, I'm going to encourage you all to go to Tiny Desk.
Yes.
Everyone knows what Tiny Desk is. That's what I personally was introduced to them, and I've been a fan ever since. So, please,
Mm-hmm.
please, please go to Tiny Desk and just type in Tank and the Bangers, and you're going to vibe out. All right, so they won a Grammy for, again, the Best Spoken Word Album Performance. Then we had the best rap album, which was Alligator Bites Never Healed by Doechii. Now, listen, being an administrator of an elementary school, I know I've heard of Doechii, never heard of her
Hmm.
music, never seen her. She popped
Yeah,
up on the
Dochi's
screen, and I was like,
interesting. She's
oh, who is
interesting.
she?
She's an interesting character. Like the only song I know, I don't know if that's the song that she has out with Issa Rae, but I
No,
know
she.
that song by her. She has a song out with Issa Rae. It's like talking on it, but on the
Okay.
radio, they putting it on the radio. Like it's spinning heavy on the radio right now, and I don't know if that's the song, but I think these are albums, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, she won best rap album.
Yeah, and that's crazy
So
because there's so many people out here. But yeah, she definitely has one song spinning in heavy rotation right now, where Issa Rae is talking on it, but the voice sound kind of like a cartoon,
uh
where she talking about. I have to find that
Oh,
song
what's
and
the
play.
name of that? Oh my God. I
You know
was
what I'm
listening
talking
to it
about?
this morning. Yes. It took a lot.
Yeah,
It
and
took
it's
a
like
while
it's
for the
playing heavy on the
process.
radio right now. So before that song, I didn't know who she was.
Yeah, I didn't, but she performed, and I was like, okay, I kind of see why she actually won. And then we jump into R&B albums. So Chris Brown won Best R&B Album for 11:11. Shout
As
out
he
to
should.
Chris Brown because that album there totally different. The tour sold out
Every
multiple
album.
cities.
Hello.
Um,
Every album.
Chris Brown, he's been around for a while, and I think he's going to be what other people see Usher as. Like Usher's still
Yeah.
performing now, has
Yeah.
or he had the residency. I think Chris Brown is going to be that
He
if
coming
he's
up.
not already there. Yeah.
I feel
Then we
like
have
he
our
did his
best pop
residency
duo.
soon.
Yeah, absolutely. So we have our best pop duo. Um, it's called Die with a Smile. The reason why I'm highlighting this is because I did not actually see the performance, but I heard a clip of it on the Ricky Smiley Morning Show. Lady
Mm.
Gaga and Bruno Mars. That is two artists that we did not realize we needed. All right. So
Okay.
if y'all get a chance, please go
I
and
have to
listen to it
download
again.
it.
It is Die with a Smile by Lady Gaga and Bruno Mars.
Right.
Then we had Made for Me, the live BET performance. That
Listen.
was the one last year. That's where I first heard Made for Me. She again, I think they were at like Kiki Palmer's alleged house, and I
Mm-hmm.
just remember them saying it was super cold and windy, and she came out with this choir singing Made for Me. So I felt like that was, yeah, that deserved a Grammy for sure. Her pen is
Yeah.
insane. Like the crazy thing about Money Long, and I'm sure everybody knows it, but she's been out. The thing
Yep.
is, she was so scared to release her music because she was not sure how it was going to be received from the world. And
Mm-hmm.
now she is an older singer, if you will. But she is doing the thing. Everything that she puts out is a hit. So
Listen.
shout out to Money Long because we
That's
we
my
needed
loopy
her way
sister.
before now.
So she get kudos from
I
me
did not
regardless
know
because
that.
even to have lupus and to be able to perform worldwide all the time.
Worldwide.
And she
Yeah,
was like married with a baby and nobody knew it until she was divorced. So like to even
absolutely.
go through
Absolutely.
even all of that and still hold her head high, still put on these
Hmm.
performances. I think the only time she really canceled was when she flared up. But that's when
Yeah.
she was letting people know, like, hey y'all, I have lupus, X, Y, and Z.
Wow.
So
Yeah.
she always gonna get kudos from me just on the strength of
Mhm.
that.
Just for her strength. Yeah.
Yes.
Then we had best arrangement. So I again did not necessarily hear this, but it was Like a Bridge Over Troubled Waters by Jacob Collier, Tori Kelly, and John Legend. Again, collaboration we did not know that we needed. But if y'all have not heard that version, it speaks volumes. Like it's very touching.
Yeah.
And here we go. So Kendrick Lamar pretty much stole the night with They Not Like Us. He had best musical video, best rap song, best rap performance, song of the year, and record of the year. Killed it.
Now,
So
I did see that clip with Beyonce. She was about to get into it, boy. Like, but she has
yes,
stopped. What's up, man, with the mic? Are you working?
you have something to say?
I am so Kendrick Lamar did his thing.
Yeah,
I'm so
he
tired
did.
of him
He
and
did.
Drake.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
Yeah,
Like, can we just
yeah,
wrap this up? But yeah,
yeah.
shout out to him though.
It
And
is
I mean,
time to
he's
wrap it
performing at
up.
the Super Bowl, so
I was
it's
about
not
to
going to get
say,
wrapped up anytime soon.
after Super Bowl, and there was a lot of talk about the Super Bowl telling him do not perform
Oh,
They Not Like Us. What? Like he just won literally 5 Grammys alone off
and
that.
that's part of
That's
the main
only
reason
five.
why y'all invited him.
That's just
He's
the
the first.
Grammys.
He the first rapper to win a Grammy for a diss track.
Yes. That's just the Grammys. He's
Oh,
going to
that's
receive so many
crazy.
more awards just for that song. So I'm
Yeah,
pretty sure he's going to just pay a fine or whatever that he needs to do because the world has to hear that at the Super Bowl. That's the biggest stage performance.
that's what they're
And
gonna be
then
waiting
Speaking of
for.
we
White
Super
and black
Bowls,
alike.
can I
yes, and
interject?
then they wrapped up the night with Beyonce, of course, winning Best Country Album for Cowboy Carter, along with Best Country Duo. She won with the song with Miley Cyrus, and then Album of the Year, Cowboy Carter, again by Beyonce. So even though this particular segment right here focuses on the music portion, I'm going to jump into the fashion part, but then I'm going to jump back. So because I'm going to be talking about the fashion of the Grammys, right? So
All right.
favorite looks. Beyonce wore a custom Schiaparelli dress, and she pretty much gives homage to this designer. I think this is like her third year that she's done that. So the dress featured a white beaded gown. It was like champagne colored, but attention to detail. It was almost like a bandana, right? And it had capital letter B's in the dress. And I did not know it until I saw a close up of it. So
Okay,
shout
bitch.
out to the designer for that. John Legend, the man was clean. If you did not get a chance to see John Legend in his
We
brown
didn't.
Louis Vuitton suit, you will be amazed. Then Lady Gaga, she had like this dramatic entrance with a gothic inspired gown by Vivienne Westwood. So it was all black. She really looked good. And then for me, Wayne Brady and Trevor Noah, they actually tied. I don't know who their designers were. They didn't specify that, but they tied for fourth place. And then last but not least, Cardi B, she wore Roberto Cavalli dress from his spring
Okay, Cardi.
2025 collection. You said what?
I said, okay, Cardi. I couldn't get it out. That's my girl.
But personally, I love the top of the dress. It was like sequin in like tiger print, real nice dress.
Okay.
But then it got to the bottom and there were like beads and feathers. That's where
Okay.
it disconnected
My
for
girl
me
let me drop some.
because I'm like, okay, tigers don't have feathers. Why are the feathers down there? That was a problem for me, right? So that was the reason why it kind of was my number five. But then least favorite. Mind you, I had a lot of least favorites, but I narrowed it down to five for the sake of time. Taylor
Why?
Swift. Taylor Swift. She wore again a Vivienne Westwood dress, the same designer as Lady Gaga. The dress itself was not bad, but then she had on like this thigh garter jewelry piece, and her earring
Right.
was terrible. Kelsey Ballerini, she wore a Tamara Ralph dress, similar to
Who is
Taylor
that?
Swift. Loved the dress. Who?
Who is Kelsey Ballerini?
Oh my god.
Who are these
Shit.
people? I'm old.
You're
They
I'm
insane.
young.
not.
I
Oh my
still
god.
don't know who they are.
Just look up the people. Look up the people
Okay.
and then you're going to say, "Oh yeah, I know exactly who that is." Because even if I
Okay.
explain her to you now, you're gonna be like, "Still don't know," and then you're gonna see a photo. But loved her dress, but then she had on like this coat looking thing that could have been left out. Teddy Swims, the I Lose Control man,
I know
Boy,
who
he
pretty
be
that
dope.
is. My
dressing.
boy.
That white
Yeah,
boy be
pretty dope
dressing.
as an individual, but I don't know if this is like a personal thing for me, but trypophobia is a thing. If you don't know what trypophobia is, it's when things are like super close together, like clustered small circles and small details. His
Mm-hmm.
coat had like pearls that were super close together. So maybe that's a personal thing for me, but I just didn't like it. Jaden Smith,
Yeah.
my God. I don't know
Now I seen
if
that neck.
Jaden was he had on a black I think it was also Louis Vuitton black whole
It
suit, but
was
then he
from
had a
some designer in
house
Hotel
as a
Transylvania.
headpiece. That or Adam's Family. I don't know if he was giving a shout out. I don't know. But yeah, it
Right.
was a no for me. And then last but certainly not least, brother brother Ye West and his wife
And his naked
That
uh
was
wife.
ridiculous.
Bianca
Ridiculous.
Bianca,
So
what's her last name? What is
whatever.
her last
West.
name? Sensory,
West.
something like that. What?
But
So
I
he just did
so
like a. Go ahead.
I that was probably the first thing I saw, and I think that's when I was like, because I was gonna tune in, but then it's like I don't know half the people they're gonna be talking about, so why would I
Yeah,
watch it? Haven't watched it
yeah.
in a few years, and so then the first thing
Hmm.
I see is Kanye and his naked wife. Like, ma'am,
Hmm.
first of all, like,
Yes.
ma'am, like your
Yes.
husband is right beside you, and he mumbled something to her. I'm dying to know what he mumbled to her.
I don't know if he. It's like he mumbled it, and then she had on like a black
Because she had a black
So
trench coat.
black
Like,
coat
that's how
was
you show up to
fine.
your man house, not on TV on the
Yeah,
red carpet.
But I don't think he
the coat was
knew.
fine,
That's
and
what I'm
then Baby
saying.
took it off.
I don't think he knew either,
She,
Khalil. I think he was just like, take your coat off and show him your outfit. So I think he might have been just as shocked as us.
there was no outfit. It was literally a layer of
It was
saran
literally a
wrap.
stocking. She had on a
I was just
stocking
about to say
or
it
a
Yeah,
was a
dress.
stocking.
It
Run
was
on
a
I'm
stocking.
stocking that I
like,
put on people wigs. Hmm.
It was a pantyhose.
so
That's what it was, a pantyhose.
It was a
that
lace
was
front.
that. They definitely, whatever it is, I don't condone it. Don't condone
Yeah,
it at all.
that was way too
Um,
much.
yeah.
Way
So
too much.
that was pretty much my take on the overall fashion for the
Yeah,
Grammys. But again, I'm going to jump back into the actual fashion segment in just a few. I did want to mention the fact that Irv Gotti, founder and creator of Murder Inc. He
yeah,
did pass away, I believe, last night. If you saw the documentary of Murder Inc. and all that took place, you would see the impact that he had on the rap culture and rap community.
yeah.
So we definitely want to send blessings to the
His family.
family and all that are actually suffering from his loss. Next, jumping into the reels portion. So discussing all the new movies. We had Den of Thieves. Den of Thieves, if you have not seen it, me, if you have not seen it,
Me
I
neither.
don't know if you should or not, but Gerald Butler, O'Shea Jackson Jr., and Evan Ahmad. It actually
Hmm.
released on January the 10th. Opening week, it brought in 15.5 million, and since opening week, it has brought in a total of 50 million. But what the box office considers this to still be a flop, simply
Right.
because it did not gross as much as what it anticipated. The top,
Yeah, and the
or
first one
actually
was
the
really
second,
good. The first
what
one
you
was
said?
really
What?
good. So the
Yeah, I
first
have
one was
not
really
seen the
good.
first
So
or
I
the
was
second.
excited.
Did not see the first or the
Yeah,
second
the
one,
first one was
but
good.
I don't know if I will after seeing that it was actually a flop. Coming in at number two, Wolfman featuring Christopher Abbott, Julia Gardner, and Matilda Firth. So that also came out on the 17th. Opening weekend brought in a total of $10.9 million dollars. And since opening
Hmm.
weekend, it has brought in a total of 30 million dollars. Therefore, box office still considers it to be a flop. And then coming in at number three, we have One of Them Days featuring Kiki Palmer, SZA, and Vanessa Bella Calloway. Released on January the 17th. Opening week, they brought in a total of 11.9 million, and since opening week, it has brought in a total of 34.8 million, and still the number is continuing to rise. So the box office is deeming this movie, even though it's in the third category right now, they are still deeming it a success. So shout out to Kiki, SZA, and Vanessa Bell Calloway
Absolutely.
on their movie. All right, I
I'm
have not
mad
seen
that it
it.
only made that little bit of money. Like, I'm shocked because they had great promo. They had, it didn't seem like it
There,
was
yeah,
one of those movies where they show all the good stuff during the commercials. So,
Mm-hmm.
and I
yes,
heard nothing
yes.
but great reviews about it. I'm shocked. Are these numbers accurate?
Mhm.
Like, I'm not from you, but whoever
Yeah,
reported.
the numbers,
Like, that can't be
they
real.
are from the national box office. So
That's
even though
crazy.
um, these are the types of numbers that it's bringing in, I think the reason that they're deeming it a success is because the numbers are still on the rise, even compared to Den of Thieves on Wolfman. Go ahead, KG.
uh, Quadi, have you seen it?
No.
Okay. Do not shoot me for y'all who's watching who love that movie. I'm gonna put a disclaimer out before I say this. The movie was actually pretty good,
Okay.
but the movie was good. Period. I would rate it a good eight, yeah, a good 8.5 out of 10. But
Okay.
what
8
I
is
will
enough to get me
say,
to the movie theater.
yeah, it's not a bad movie at all. It keeps you
Hmm.
interested and keeps you on your toes. But I would say again, y'all that's watching, do not beat me up. But it gives you the impression of just a step above Tubi, if that makes sense.
Oh, okay.
You mean like the quality
Okay.
of it?
Not even the quality, it's just the vibe for me. Like, oh, this is a
So
Tubi movie who got a little bit of money. But
Yeah.
it's good. I don't. It's good at the same
I
time.
think I think if you well, I mean that's your opinion, but if you
Mhm.
familiar with how Issa Rae, like if you familiar with any of her work, that's Issa
You
Rae
will
through
see
and through.
that. Yeah. I
Yeah,
mean,
that's Issa
people were
Rae
saying
through and
about
through.
Insecure. Like Insecure could have easily
Mm-hmm.
been, Tubi, but
It could have been a
that's
great
just
Tubi show.
Issa. That
Yeah.
that's just
Mm.
Issa. I think her mind and how she creates
Mm-hmm.
the greatness. I think that's just she's different,
That's
and
just
that's
how
what I love
she.
most about her.
Yeah, that's just Issa. Like if you look at any of Issa's work, it'll reflect not Tubi movie, but I get what you're saying. Like it's not a
Yeah,
big, extreme, extravagant, luxurious
production. Yeah.
production, but
All right, so
it's
I'm gonna
gonna
be.
give
I'm
you.
gonna be a little bit more. I'm sorry to cut you off. I'm gonna be a little bit more reasonable now that I sit and
Hmm.
think about it. To me, the comparison
Oh, the what?
I guess we lost him again.
no, we didn't. I don't know what's wrong.
There
What
we
is
go.
going on?
That service.
The Wi-Fi, Jesus.
How they say it? Did you pay your minutes? We know it's after 9.
It's automatically drafted.
Come on
Lord
now.
bless it. I'm on my data, so hopefully we be all right. But anyway,
Oh, well, that's why you breaking in and out. Did you pay your? What are you saying? Did you pay your minutes?
Your bill, your
don't
minutes,
crazy.
they are not free.
My message is paid. Damn it. Um.
Lord.
So going back to what I was saying, it basically to compare it to make it a little bit more easier than what I said because what I said was probably kind of harsh.
Hmm.
I'm gonna say put it like this: the comparison that I can make is between this show could be like an off-brand The Fresh Prince. I forgot what it was. What's the name of that new spinoff?
Just Bel
Bel
Air.
Air. Bel Air. It's like
Hmm.
The Fresh Prince of Bel Air and Bel Air. Like, leave the original alone. To
Okay.
me, that's kind of like a girl trip movie, but
Hmm.
not really a girl trip movie. It's like a
I
spinoff
totally
of
get it.
that, like a broke girl
Totally
movie.
get it.
Okay,
Gotcha.
yeah, I
Gotcha.
ain't
Well,
gonna
yeah.
say too much,
Um, it's
but
currently
yeah,
sitting at number
it's
3, but
good.
again, box
Nonetheless,
office
it's
has
good.
deemed it. They have deemed it to be a success. So again, shout out to all those who are involved. And then last but not least, the runway segment. Y'all, I almost cried. Timu and Shein. Listen, I mean, I really have, I have no words. I have no words. Those of you who don't know, there was a ban, because Timu and Shein comes out of China. There was a stop to all productions coming into the United States from China, and I don't
He don't
know.
want us to be
Some
great.
people are saying it's lifted. Some people are saying it's not. I'm going to
Hmm.
be the proactive one and say it's probably not. But the thing is, they're saying that Timu is not as affected by it as Shin. Listen, those roles need to be reversed. I need Shin in my life. I have not purchased my summer clothes yet. If
Well,
you
you
don't know,
know,
that's
Shein does have, I
where
ain't
I
mean to cut
stop.
you off, but they do have warehouses here and in Canada. So we still can order. We just can't get the stuff
Yeah,
from over in China.
and that's the thing. A
But I
lot.
seen, like going back to what you said, I
Uh
seen
huh.
like it was lifted, and then I forgot. I gotta find it. If I see it, I send it to y'all. But it is like a certain, it's a certain restriction, but it's not going to affect the U.S.
Well,
That's what I seen.
I know
I
back
seen
in
that that was
January they was talking about the people over there supposedly like putting poisonous scorpions in the clothes and they were coming out and getting people. So I guess they're trying to get like a hold on that. But and then they were
Gotcha.
putting like poisonous like powder. Like remember like when anthrax was a big thing. And so and
True. Yeah.
I know back in January they just reported that like they were finding deadly scorpions in people's clothes and packages and they were falling out and biting them or whatever the case may be. So
That's
I
insane.
guess it's to
I know for
protect
sure,
us.
like when it comes to the distribution centers here in the US and Canada, for some reason, literally every shipment that I have gotten comes from China. So I don't know if it's just my style of clothing that I'm purchasing, but it literally has on the package. I remember, and none
Mm-hmm.
of them ever said U.S. or Canada. So that's what
Yeah.
has me kind of in a tizzy. I'm really concerned. So I'm gonna try to get on at some point and order my summer clothes before they strip us from Shein and Temu altogether. But this again has been the segment of Rhythm, Reels, and Runway. I hope you all enjoyed it and feel free to, tap in next time.
Tap tap.
And that takes us on to Brother
Tap, tap.
KG with the man with the mic.
Dun dun dun. Oh, I forgot.
Nah.
Here you go.
Yeah. Word of the day.
Right on time.
Word of the day. It's not gonna be coming from me. It's
Okay.
gonna be coming from Cherry.
Ding. Where's your bell?
It's gonna come from you because let me go back to it.
I said vulnerable, but I mispronounced it.
I'm glad you know. So at that point, it was at 25:18. That's when we can go back and insert that word in there.
Timestamp.
Somewhere around there. And then
Messy.
Quadi, you did it too. At 27:16. We're gonna enter
Oh, are
in
we
that
taking notes?
right there. Prepared. Because y'all ain't gonna embarrass me like y'all did the other day.
No, you
I
Not
embarrassed
can't
happening.
yourself,
remember the
player.
word that I did, but I said it and I
Me
was like,
either, but you said it. I wrote it
he
down.
gonna
As soon as you
clock
said
it.
Clocked it.
uh
It's fine.
so I got a question, like a little debatey
Okay.
question. So me and my coworkers, we were having, it wasn't a heated discussion, but it was very passionate discussion. The
Hmm.
At
question
work?
arose, and it was stated that if someone asks you for money, let's just say, Cherry, let me hold $40, and you be like, okay, what is it for?
Hmm.
And then you have some people that would be like, here it is, just give it to me when you give it to me. But the
Yeah,
heated
I'm more of
discussion,
the second person. I don't ask people what it's for.
He took out finish, sir.
we're gonna stay right there. Which one you gonna pick?
Me?
Yeah, you.
Um, yeah, I don't think I ever asked like what it's for. I tell you I have it or I don't.
Yeah, I think that's tacky.
So you mean to tell me that y'all not gonna ask? Please don't let this be my Wi-Fi again.
I mean, if it's my
Please.
children,
Mighty
yes.
God, mighty God, mighty
Yeah.
God, our risen Savior, mighty God.
Yeah, I won't ask if
Yeah,
it's
like if it's y'all, I'm not about to say what you need $40 for. If it's my
yeah.
kids, cause them some DoorDash, I'm gonna tell you, that's a whole nother thing. That's the DoorDash scamming queen, honey. Cause
Yeah.
I give her some money.
Yeah.
They don't take their little pictures. Sis will dispute it and get a credit. And so I'm like, well, where's my money?
That's insane. Yeah.
Which one? I believe I know which one it is.
You already know
I know which one
your
it is.
favorite frenemy.
So Khalil, you would ask?
That's
Huh?
Wow.
yeah.
He will ask.
Yes. Okay.
That's tacky.
Here's my reason, and here's why I
Okay.
say no. It ain't. Because here's my logic behind it. You want my money. My money. You don't know what
Hmm.
I had to do for that money. I could have been a little slanging a little something, a big something, a little something,
Keep it PG,
whatever.
KG.
Or I could have been, working at Chippendales. You never know. I
Jesus.
work hard for mine, so you gonna tell me what you need to for?
What?
Okay.
Am I right or am I wrong? Or am I wrong for having that thought?
I mean, we have different styles. Like
Yeah, I just
I
wouldn't.
won't ask what it's for. Um, and I can't even say like it depends on the person because one, I'm not just going to hand out money to any and
Just
everybody, so I
anybody,
can't.
first off.
Yeah, so
Mhm.
I'm not going to ask what it's for. But if I am giving you money, that means that I understand where you're coming from, and I know you're probably struggling. Struggling. Go ahead on the clock. It that was 4811 that you could put that down for. Uh,
I should have never told
so,
y'all. I should have waited till
yeah,
later.
I'm just not gonna do it.
Yeah, I don't. First, you got to know the character of the person. Like, if they like a weed hit or something, I'm not supporting your
Hmm.
habit.
Yeah.
Especially, but if it's like, and that's what I'm saying, you got to know the person. It depends on what category in my life that they fit. Like,
Hmm.
baby, if you, like I said, if you a weed head, baby, I'm not supporting you. If you sit at home all
Right.
day, I'm not giving you my hard-earned money. I'm a single mother. Okay. If
Right.
it's my kids, then I'm gonna be like, what you need this money for? But most
Hmm.
times they were like, Mom, can I have X amount of dollars for dot dot dot? So most times
Hmm.
I don't even have to ask them. But as far as friends, it's even like he said, if I ain't got it, you ain't got it. And if I
But
do
most
have it,
importantly, you gotta trust that they're gonna give it back to you.
that part, because like, yeah, that part.
Y'all make me feel bad because
Yeah, I mean, I guess that comes with
it's not saying that I don't. It's not saying that I
49.19.
want to
4917.
know. I looked at the time too. I looked at the time. Um, it's not that I want to know.
Hmm.
It's basically it's like a no brainer. It's like
But what if it's personal? What
help
if it's
me.
none of your business?
Yeah.
You in my
Then my money
business?
is none of your business.
Oh, then I just know where I stand with you, and we'll never
No,
ask you for
see,
no money.
you like you said, you are different. Y'all are different. Like we tell each
Hello.
other everything. So 9 times out of 10, if y'all ask, we will know what. Well, either of us would know what it's for. But
Yeah.
Hmm.
let's just say somebody I conversate with on a daily basis, but don't have like an
Converse.
actual relationship or anything with them. What you need it for?
Converse.
And if I want to give it to you and I have it to spare, I'm gonna give it to you. But still, you
Yes.
asking me. So what's
Right.
up? But
Yeah.
apparently I was wrong and it became like a whole sexist thing because all the women said they wouldn't ask, and basically me and the other dude that's in the office, we said like, what is for?
Hmm.
Like who that for?
Yeah. Yeah.
So
I
yeah.
get it. I get
Let me
it.
know what y'all think in the comments. But yeah. So moving right along.
Yeah, nah. Like, I'm not asking nobody what they. I just feel like that's tacky.
Hmm.
So Khalil,
Maybe I
thank you.
might be. I might not be using the right word, but for me, I feel like that's tacky. Like, I'm not about to sit there, and I feel like they'll tell you if they really wanted you to know. For me to go crying and trying to ask you what you needed for, it may be something very, very personal,
Yeah.
and it might have took a lot out of you to even humble yourself to ask for help.
For ass.
And
Yeah.
I'm like one of those people.
Hmm.
Like,
I
it take
get
a
that.
lot for me to ask somebody for help. Like,
Hmm.
See, I get all that, but still, I'm still gonna ask, and
yeah, you would have got
that's just
cussed
me.
out.
You want cutting down, so
Yeah,
I ain't
I
worried about
couldn't.
that.
Mm-mm. Couldn't do
But
it.
guess what, you guys? I discovered that I only know 25 letters of the alphabet.
Excuse me.
I
What do
only
you
know
mean you
25.
only know?
I
You
only
playing
know.
right?
What is it? 20, 20, 21.
What?
What's better than
Are
24?
you being serious?
21.
And you made it to college on time?
I was there with you.
Was that your
Oh,
dadless joke?
was
Uh,
that your dadless joke?
it's not a dadless joke if you ask if it's a dadless joke. But I don't know why.
So
You
do
don't
you?
know the one. You only missing one. If you
I don't know why. I don't.
Oh, I don't know why.
why?
Like Dad
Ha!
just joking.
Knee slapper. There it is. Ah.
Yeah,
Slaps me.
I was really concerned. I was going to say, okay, we're going to end it here,
Listen, I'm
and
about to
we
call
got to
to
talk.
Walla Walla and be like, listen,
Hey, that is not my mama's name.
to Walla.
That is not my mother's name.
Yo, okay,
Miss
I got
Walker.
it. I got it.
I
I was
don't
really
know why.
concerned
It took you got to work on your delivery. Cause bro, you about to
because
see
he
your
jumped
You know
straight
who?
into
You
it.
know who
Like,
would have laughed at that? You know who would have laughed at
what?
that? We got to show her this.
Rain.
Your oldest daughter.
Nah, Rain would have
That
been the one to
thing.
laugh at it.
No,
Yeah,
Zoe.
No,
yeah.
Rain definitely would have laughed at it because, like I told y'all, she came at me talking about some, what you say about the chicken?
Something about
Why did
the.
the chicken cross the road or something?
Yeah, what when the
Yeah,
chicken crossed the roads? It was
because
because boy, it took
that's
me
so
out.
stupid.
Like my babies have the funniest dad jokes. I'm like, bro, y'all ain't even daddies.
Yeah,
Oh, I guess you're not
absolutely.
either.
That's
But yeah,
insane.
that
You
is
thought you ate with
funny.
that?
All
Yeah,
right, well,
we appreciate.
we moving on strong. We at
'Moving on
54.
up
Ho, you got
to
another one?
Yeah,
the east side. We got to
and
sing for
it
them,
brings
y'all.
us to
Ah, ah, ah,
our.
ah, 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 ah.
You
We got to
still
sing for them.
talking?
We got to sing.
What?
We got to
Sing what,
sing.
No,
Khalil?
Y'all
no.
do know we used to sing. Cherry still
Used
sings.
used to
She
past
sings
tense
in a choir.
only on third Sunday. It's not third Sunday. Today's second Thursday. Hmm.
Yeah,
So let's give them a little.
it's not going to do right. It's going to be delayed.
No, it's not.
Absolutely.
That
Let's
should have been
just try.
something we did when we were together.
Cherry, no. Wait, you'll be this way. Oh.
Khalil, I got choir rehearsal next week, not tonight. Wrong
No.
Thursday.
Yo, she's a soprano, so she's a.
Oh,
And
I
then
hate you.
he's the bass. He's the bass. So. Oh,
I hate
oh,
I
it.
almost said something, but I'm gonna leave it.
oh. What you
Leave
Don't.
that.
said?
Don't make
What you
that
gonna
face
say?
ever again. Oh, how
Don't.
you make the driving
No, but
together?
seriously, I got a word of the day, y'all. Word of the day.
What's
Word
your
of the
word
day.
of the day?
Serious no. It's kind of deep, so I'm gonna be serious.
Don't hurt yourself.
Okay.
I'm trying not to have a stroke. So,
Jesus.
word of the day is pray. 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 Why you say pray? For me, pray gonna get me through every time. Every
Every time.
single time. And another thing with prayer, I learned this, and it manifested itself these last past couple weeks for me. Be careful what you ask God for in prayer, because
Hmm.
lately, these past few months, my prayer to God has been, God grant me peace. Look, 1555,
50.
5655. Lord, grant me peace. And that's just been my prayer every time I pray. And when I
Hmm.
when I really needed the peace, I got the peace, and it shocked
Hmm.
me, it scared me, and I was back praying to God like, God, this ain't supposed to happen. This ain't what normally happen. I'm at peace, but why am I at peace? Because this ain't what I'm used to. But I
Hmm.
had to remember, I asked God for that. So when you
Yeah,
pray,
Right.
when y'all pray, be intentional, be specific, and don't be
always.
scared of the outcome, because once you pray that thing gonna manifest somehow, some
That's
way.
out there.
It's gonna
Yeah.
manifest. So pray, 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 pray. My new tagline gonna be pray, breathe, breathe, pray.
Pray.
And the
Totally
doors of the
get it.
church are open.
We appreciate you, brother.
Y'all will never get that side again. I don't think.
We appreciate you, brother. So,
Oh,
we're going to go ahead and jump into our interactive segment, and it is titled Thriving Together, the Blackout Edition.
the Blackout Edition. So, this is the segment where we highlight local businesses in the area, you know,
Mhm.
places we've eaten, places we've gone together, separately, whatever. But since it's Black History Month, it's the Blackout Edition, and we are going to focus on some small Black businesses, shout them out, give you their information, and yeah, go support
Mhm.
this Black business. Go patronize, spend your coin.
That's it.
The first one that I have is Bonnie's Bodega Food Truck and Catering. They are located at 5300 Atlantic Springs Road, Raleigh, North Carolina, 27616. They are there every Wednesday through Sunday and can be found on IG at Bonnie's Bodega, BonniesBodega. And for catering services, you can either DM them or call them directly at 919-438-1196. Again, that's Bonnie's Bodega. Next, we got Bellini Soft Play Rentals. This is something for daycare centers, people with toddlers. It's a new way to set up a play date or birthday party. They have soft play rentals and they are available to take bookings all 2025. You can also find them on IG at Bellini's, BELLINIS _soft play. You can send them a DM or call them directly at 919-716-5177. Next, we have Brianna's Bliss. Owner Brianna Hunter, certified esthetician. Hey, Brie girl. Facials, waxes, skincare products, you name it. And I'm telling y'all, I have had the facial. It's
Absolutely.
everything. Okay.
Yeah.
You can find her
I've done
on
the
IG.
skincare.
Hello. You can find
Mhm.
her on IG at Bliss by Brianna, BLISSBYBRIANA, or Facebook Brianna Najee, and that's NYJHAE. Schedule your bookings today at Brianna Bliss Skincare Aesthetics .as.me. Last but not least, we have Dreamers Unleashed Speaking and Consulting by Jamar Whitfield. Public speaking, mentoring, etc. You can find him on IG at Becoming Our Difference and on Facebook, Jamar Whitfield. And I'm
Awesome.
back.
Awesome.
And I'm
So
back,
now that we
guys.
know that we can bounce between the two, I can do it next time if you like. So this would be pretty much our close where we get to discuss any key takeaways. What are some of the final thoughts? Anything that we learned today?
I learned that Khalil only knew 25 words, letters of the alphabet.
I
Because he does
don't
not
know
know.
why. I don't know why.
You
I
know
think
why?
for me, my takeaway was your segment, Cherry, because this is something that we as a community need. Is
Yeah.
something that is oftentimes overlooked because individuals are simply ashamed because they feel that they will be deemed as weak. Individuals, meaning me. When I started therapy in 2023, I was like, okay, I can't tell nobody that I'm doing this. I can't tell anybody
I
that
don't
I'm
know
going
why.
through this. Yeah. And then
Uh,
I realized the change in myself. I started noticing I was a lot more patient. I did not,
I
yeah,
agree.
I'll say it.
Wholeheartedly.
I did not, blow up as easily. Not saying that I usually do, but I'm just real triggered. I'm a moody person. That's just who I am.
Yeah.
I'm a Libra, so
I was
true
about to say
Libra.
it's the Libra in you.
True Libra. So when it comes to that, like my therapist helped me to see things from
Mhm.
different standpoints. So mental health is real, y'all, and I need everyone
Yeah.
to stay focused and not be ashamed of it. And really, if there's a cry for help, make sure that you do so in a way that is not necessarily for attention, but you're doing it in a way to actually seek help.
Hmm.
Absolutely. just piggybacking off of what you said, not to be ashamed of it. I've been in therapy probably all my adult life.
Mm-hmm.
I've taken breaks from it, but always got back to it. Like if I feel overwhelmed or I feel like I've outgrown what I learned, I put myself back in it.
Yeah.
I feel like, and it's crazy. I still call my stepmother, even though her and my dad been divorced almost 20 years. I
Yeah.
still call her my stepmother. So I was talking to her and I was like, I think if y'all would have put me in therapy as a child to deal
Yeah.
with the things that I went through then, I would be a better adult.
Mm-hmm.
And and I didn't say that to say because my stepmother was amazing to me. Like she was the mother everybody wanted to have. Like she literally came in, took me and my brother in, and was just like the ultimate mom. And she didn't even have kids of her own at that time. And
Right.
so it's like to even go through that, and she was there at such a crucial time, like when a lot of the things was happening to me. And then she didn't know at one point, but when she found out, it just broke her heart because she like, I could have got y'all in therapy, but I think the moment she found out was when her and my dad were getting divorced. And so
Mm.
then when it was just like, I got to do my own stuff. And so,
Mm-hmm.
she still was around and still is. Like, she still is.
Good.
But it was just like her response was, I wish I would have known,
Mm-hmm.
sooner. So I could have got you to help because she's pro therapy through and through.
Yeah.
Like, that's where I try to mimic some of my parenting skills because she was that, like I said, she was that mom everybody wanted to be. Like, she was just so peaceful,
Yeah.
so
Right.
kind. And I'm so the opposite. Like, I pick up more of my daddy traits. And like, I had to change that because I wasn't soft. I wasn't a soft mother. I had to be the mom and the dad once my divorce hit. So pick a side, any side. But
Yeah.
I've gotten better. I can't say that. And it didn't being a mom don't come with a playbook. So especially when
Right.
it was something that you didn't want at first, because I'm the oldest of my siblings. So I definitely did not want children, but once I became a mother, it changed my life for the better. And they are the
Mm-hmm.
reason, I pushed so hard. Like
Yeah.
sick and home, they the reason I go so hard. So protect your
Mm-hmm.
peace, get the help. First, more than like he said, pray, 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 pray. When
Mm-hmm.
sometimes when I can't go to them, I just take it to God, and I go to them for everything. So
Shonda.
Yeah. Yeah.
we go to each other for everything. But when it's
Yeah.
time when I'm really overwhelmed, I really just take it to God, and I will fast from social media, and I will, yeah, go quiet. But
Good.
you know, eventually they know, like So yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Pray and trust your circle.
That's good.
If you
Khalil, what
can't,
were you coming here? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
no, that's cool. I'm just saying, if your friend only party with you and can't pray with you, you need a new
Mm-hmm.
friend group.
Absolutely.
Yes,
Khalil, did
Lord.
you have any takeaways?
Um, Cherry just basically said everything. She
Sorry.
really did.
Mm-hmm. So this pretty much brings us to the close of episode 2. All right, so we want to again appreciate each and every one of you for tuning in. We hope that we continue to exceed your expectations, and most importantly, we hope that the vibes were actually met. All right,
Yeah,
so
grow with us. Grow with us.
yeah,
Give us grace. This is a thing. We are growing together. Give us grace
yeah.
through our technical difficulties. ADHD moments. 108. Our ADHD.
Oh my God, I should never told y'all.
you know, just bear with us. And, every time it's not going to be a kiki session. Sometimes we will have times where we talk about the real. So,
Yeah.
stay tuned because we definitely got some more for y'all. And
Yes,
come back
indeed.
soon.
Come back soon.
One of
See
these
y'all.
days soon, I hope, even though we are, but I hope
We've thrown the
we
piece
gonna
at
take
me.
y'all on a go with us to one of our annual quarterly trip link up things.
Yeah, sorry.
That's the ADHD.
No, the confetti popped up. Like I'm noticing so many different features.
How you do it?
I don't know.
I can do
I
that
don't
though.
know. I had confetti. I must be special. That should go with the hearts.
Love y'all.
Yeah.
Bye.